Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Junior Caminero. He, of course, leads their team in home runs.
Yeah, Boog, he's been such a force at the plate, and it seems like every time he connects, the ball is traveling out of the ballpark. So when you have such a threat like that, other guys in the lineup should get good pitches to hit because they're trying to get those outs instead of having to face him in a big situation.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Our starter in this one, Dustin May. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And he lays down a bunt. Weather hole. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Man at second. He was late there, strike one. Just getting started here in St. Louis. And a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And that's a strikeout. Look. That was pretty nasty. Lux not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. So now with one away and a man at second, Junior Caminero now at the plate. Swings through that one for strike one. The 0-1. In the dirt. One out, the runner at second here in the second game of the series. That misses the zone. Ball one. strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Hard liner. And that'll do it. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. Back here in St. Louis, and starting on the mound for the Rays, Shane McClanahan. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Alec Burleson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. No challenges left for them now. 3-2. Got him swinging. Out to short. Tosses to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. J.J. Weatherholt next up for the Cardinals. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out.
That one was ticketed for the gap, but couldn't get through security. Great job there of leaping, making the catch.
We move ahead to the top of the 2nd now. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. On the ground to third. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting 6th, center fielder Cedric Mullins.
Elly threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Up the middle, Weatherholt throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 2nd.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Next to hit, Carson Williams. Late with the swing there. Misses the sweeper. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Jordan Walker. That one missed. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, number
Trying to pick up
33.
his first knock in the big leagues.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
High in the air, out to right. Fraley on the move. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. No score here in the second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Popped up to the left into foul ground. That is the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher for the Rays, Nick Fortes.
Ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That's a ball.
Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
2 down, nobody on. Check swing. He went 0-2 now. Stays alive. And that one inside, and it hit him.
First
Up
base.
next for Tampa Bay, second baseman.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Struck out looking his first time. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Man on second, 2 down.
That's the ball.
Top of the third, no score. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. In the air to left center. Baez makes a nice running catch. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Wynn playing up the middle at short. He made his major league debut when he was just 20 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Ball.
The next offering misses. 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Good job to fight that one off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And Sugar Shane McClanahan gets his second strikeout of the game. Outside low, ball 1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. His first homer of the year, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
1 down. Here's Baez.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike.
No, that's a ball.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. A little bit low. Full count now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Takes it in for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
That one fouled off. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. on the ground. And that's the third out. One for the Cardinals on the solo home run. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Start of the fourth, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. May back to work.
Oh!
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Here's a 1-1. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Hit on the ground to short. Win. Tosses to first. What a play.
Up next for Tampa Bay, first baseman Jonathan Aranda.
Man, Chris, a jump throw like that is certainly worthy of the StatCast treatment. Let's see what the numbers have to say about it.
Yeah, these are some favorable numbers, Boog. This is the type of play that showcases his arm strength. I mean, he made it look easy, but I promise you, that's not a throw every shortstop can make, especially with that much behind it.
0-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
This one in the air center field. Church has a beat on it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Yandy
So now
Diaz.
the DH spot, Yandy Diaz. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Line drive, speared at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. Back here at Busch Stadium, and now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera.
Center field, Mullins ranging back, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Nope, that's low.
Sliced hard but foul. The 1-1. Now there's a bullet down the line. 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals,
And here's a look at how he's
right
using his
fielder,
pitches in this one.
Jordan Walker.
Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that is that. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And a big swing and a miss.
Big time gem right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, shortstop, number 1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. The Rays down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. The 2-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, catcher Nick Fortes.
Nick Fortes next to hit for the Rays. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first. Rays retired in order. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Blaze Jordan. The 0-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Up the middle, Lux. On to first.
Yeah.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Cardinals, designated hitter Nolan Gorman.
Strike 1.
The 0-2.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
Sliced hard but foul. Man at first, 1 away. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2. Sugar Shane notches the strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Ground ball right side. Lux throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back here in St. Louis. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Digging in, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. And the 0-1. May delivers. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Left fielder, Chandler Dixon.
Bunting for a hit. Grabs it barehanded. Not in time. He's safe.
Up next for Tampa Bay, second baseman.
Maybe a little
Gavin
small
Lux.
ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
Gavin Lux next to hit for the Rays. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Swing, and he popped it up. Jordan settles underneath it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Jordan gets there. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. So another good inning. Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Joshua Baez.
Number 22.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Started after it. Appeal to first. And he won around. Ruled a swing. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Struck him out swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman, Alec Burleson.
Nope, that's off the plate.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Fought off foul. Sets him down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Herrera in the box again, takes a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
That's a ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. On the ground to third, Caminero. Slings to first, and that'll do it. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Busch Stadium and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. Activity in the bullpen. Matt Swanson, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Stanek getting loose as well.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one away.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Dustin May, done for the day. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Matt Swanson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Way out front for strike 2. The Cardinals holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Cedric Mullins.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That one gets down for a hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
That's in for a strike.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Here's your 1. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Mullins stands at second with 2 gone. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Second baseman, J.J. Weatherhold. Now pitching for
So
Tampa
they turn
Bay,
things over to the
number
righty,
22,
Griffin Jacks.
Griffin Jacks.
He's making his second appearance of the season.
Strike. Woo.
The 0-1. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Just
No,
missing
that's a
there.
ball.
And the count 1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Out to short, Williams. In there safely.
Just not enough on that throw to get it all the way across the infield in the air. And unfortunately, he didn't get the bailout he needed over there at first. That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, great stop. There's one. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Number 33.
Now the third baseman, Blaze Jordan. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. Outside low. Ball one. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the third out of the inning. Redbirds down quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ryan Stanek comes on now, getting ready to make his season debut. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Back for the top of the eighth, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to start the inning. Richie Palacios.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swings through that. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate. Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
The 0-1. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. The Cards trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the eighth. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beam. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. 0-1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Two down, nobody on. Jordan gets it to first, and that's the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They trail here 1-0. So coming into the game now on defense, Hunter Fiducia. He takes over behind the plate. This to third. One gone at the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Nathan Wayne.
And there's a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for the
Here's the
Cardinals,
center fielder, Nathan Church. He crushed one out of here earlier, an absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
Swing and a ground ball. Lux. And he beats it. He's safe.
now batting, left fielder, number 22.
Right through there for a strike. Jax. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Fires it to the plate. Tag, not in time. He's safe. And they take a 2-run lead. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Church, the lead runner out at second. Baez over at first with one away. Got him looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Herrera in the box now. Takes strike one.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Aranda. He takes it on his own, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance for the Rays coming up. Back here in St. Louis and stepping in for the Rays, Gavin Lux. O'Brien going for save number 1 in this spot. And he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2017. Strike 2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. The Redbirds trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Check swing went around. No balls, 2 strikes. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
2 down, nobody on. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
O'Brien is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to
Live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. And this is the Rubber Match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill today, Matthew Liberator. What do you have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, ready to get underway. Chandler Simpson getting ready to hit. And we're underway from St. Louis. Oh, 1 down. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And the 0-2. Got him. One gone here.
Batting second, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
And first offering is fouled off. Strike 2. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. Fights it off, he'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Ball.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Got hit. First base.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Jonathan
So up next,
Aranda.
Jonathan Aranda. Hitless in the series. He's 0 for 9. The 0-1. In the air to left center. And that'll do it. Digging in, Lars Nootbaar.
Ball 1. Yeah.
And a big swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone, since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. Swinging a foul straight back. Pitch
That's a
misses.
ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Hammered down the right side, but foul. One and two here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Hey!
Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2.
That's outside.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Ball 2.
Burleson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And
That's
another
ball
ball. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Gorman checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. J.J. Weatherholt next up for the Cardinals. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Gets him to chase after that one.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, some
base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. Safe. And it's 1-0. In there for strike 1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. Williams tosses to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Tampa Bay. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Rays, Yandy Diaz. First pitch swinging.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 0-2. Inside almost got him.
Ball.
Smoked on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Second baseman Ben Williamson.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Ground ball right side, and it stays fair. And the tying run is on base.
Batting 7.
Not much to this one other than
Number 1.
just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pitch is high and safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead somehow, create a little bit more time, or maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss there.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
That's ball 2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
That's
Ball,
off the
that's
mark.
outside.
And now it's 3-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Batting 9.
Waste no
Right
time
fielder.
there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley, trying to get the Rays on the board. And fouled off. In the air to left center. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't. And we're back.
Leading
Who
off
doesn't
for the
love a rubber
Cardinals.
match, Siggy?
Right
This game
fielder,
is big for both these teams. It's early,
Walker.
but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
The 0-1.
Nope.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Mullins on his way over, and there's one away. Victor Scott now at the plate. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That's a ball.
That one
Ball 2.
missed. And that's in for a strike. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
I'm a little surprised with how patient they've been against the fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see him show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
And that one clips the corner.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
2 down, nobody on. Stays alive. Swing and a ground ball. Long throw to first. That is the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here in St. Louis, here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Rays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for Tampa Bay, center fielder Cedric Mullins.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
They're being just too aggressive at the plate right now. They clearly wanted to go for it early in this one, but it's mostly just resulted in swings and misses. Maybe it's time to slow things down just a little bit. I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead, somehow create a little bit more time where maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
Man at second. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Gets him to chase after that one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Fouled off left side. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So one hit. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Newbar.
Here's the 0-2. And a rope into center field, base hit. And a man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Cards showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. 1 down. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. That one ripped, but foul.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
On the ground, Williams flips it. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one lifted to left. Nootbaar on the move. He's got it. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that drops in for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
This one in the air. 2 away now. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Carson Williams struck out swinging his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. Strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound. He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Ball 2.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball 1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1 so far.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Nope.
That
Ball
misses. Ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
In the air, left field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
I think he's having some mixed emotions down there at second base, and I wouldn't blame him for being a little frustrated with the ball hopping over the wall. I mean, that at bat was good enough to produce a run, but instead the automatic double halts the lead runner at third, and just sort of a bittersweet at bat.
Two on, 2 outs. That one catches the zone, and that's strike one. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Right side, Williamson. And the inning is over. So the Cards strand a couple. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. This one in the air, right field. And a foul ball.
Well, these Rays looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Making a move at first. Pinch running here for the Rays. Taylor Walls.
Taylor Walls.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. He's in there.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Man at second. Battling here as he fouls it away. One, two now. Struck him out looking. Strikeout number 8.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
So now with one away and a man at second. And here is Chandler Simpson. Swing and a pop-up. That's out number 2. 1 for 2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Check swing, went around, and that is strike 2. That one the other way. Base hit. Here comes the runner. He'll score. It's an RBI single, a big two-out hit, and the game is tied.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike, and that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a two-out RBI.
Man on second, 2 down. Tap foul at the plate. Swings and misses, struck him out. That ends the inning and stops. So coming into the game now on defense, Hunter Fiducia. He takes over behind the plate. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes. Grounded out his first time up. Bounced up the middle. Williamson fires over to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals.
Hey!
Hard hit to third. And that is that. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at Busch Stadium. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Jonathan Aranda will hit next.
First baseman, Jonathan Aranda.
First signs of movement in that bullpen out there. Matt Swanson, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Stanek getting cranked up as well. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. One now. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Here comes a skipper. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Hunter Dobbins. In the game for the first time this season.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Slings to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for Tampa Bay, second baseman Ben
At
Williamson.
the plate, Ben Williamson.
Hey!
Williamson wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Time called now. Kevin Cash going with a pinch hitter
Number
here.
11,
Gavin Lux trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Two down, nobody on. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for. Back in the ballpark, rubber match alert, Singy. 2 teams who really want this one, and it shows. Tie game, and we're right in the thick of it.
Yeah, you can sense both teams treating every at-bat with postseason intensity. Nobody wants to give an inch.
Now pitching for Tampa
Edwin
Bay.
Uceda gets
Number
handed the rock out of the
63,
pen. This is his
Edwin Uceda.
first appearance of the season.
You know, these
Ball
Cardinals,
in.
as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Fouled off down the right side. Here's a 1-1. Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. The 1-2. That's ripped. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
There's a strike.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Popped up left side. Simpson coming on. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Next to hit, J.J. Weatherholt. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 0-2. Popped in the air. Left field. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
And that drops in for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Hit on the ground to short. Williams. Play made, that ends the inning. So one left for the Cardinals, still tied 1-1. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Rays, Carson Williams. Strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Up next for Tampa Bay, catcher Hunter Fiducia.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Comes up empty.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Really aggressive at the plate. That at bat, Siggy. He was hacking at all of them.
Yeah, and he chased all 3 of the pitches, Boog, and that's not an at bat you feel good about as a hitter, but I think we have to give some credit to the guy out there on the mound. Clearly those offerings had some serious deception to him.
Comes up empty. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. It's the Rays 1 and the Cardinals 1. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. That's in there. That's strike 1. That's a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out. That's ball 2.
Just missed. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Pajes stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that misses. And the count now 2-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, Good pitches, but even better takes.
Right through there for a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And he walked him.
No, that's a ball.
And the go-ahead
Take the
run
base.
is on base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Manager out of the dugout.
For
Now a
Tampa
new
Bay,
pitcher for the Rays,
number
Garrett
60,
Clevenger.
Garrett
Bringing in the
Clevenger.
lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That's the 3rd. Whips it across. And the lefty reliever does his job. Just one pitch to get the inning-ending ground out. It's the Rays 1. We're back, and here we go, Singy. Late innings tie ball game, rubber match of the series. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, Boog, 2 hungry teams coming down the stretch. Let's see who steps up.
Trying to bunt his way on. The underhand flip, but he
No,
beats
he's
it
safe.
out. And the leadoff man
Up
is
next
on
for
with an
Tampa
infield
Bay,
single.
center
It doesn't
fielder,
surprise
Cedric
anyone when he
Mullins.
gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Runner goes again. There's a
No,
ball.
inside.
Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Pitch gets away. And save. A close play at the plate, and that scores a run on the wild pitch.
Boog, I got to think he was trying to make the perfect pitch right there with the go-ahead run on third, but this is what can happen when you try to do a little too much with the baseball. That's a brutal way to give him the lead if you're on the mound.
Swing and a pop-up. He's got it. 1 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Matt Swanson, the right-handed sinker bowler. He looks to be readying himself. Stanek warming up as well. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 8th. In the air, right field. And there's 2 down. 2 down, nobody on.
Off the plate, ball 1.
What a stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Alec Burleson. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Sets him down looking.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
That's out.
The Rays trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Yeah, that's fouled off. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Williams. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Rays 2 and the Cardinals. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Swanson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Richard Fitz getting loose out there. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And it's 0-2. Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Foul ball there. Swing and a bouncer. On to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Number 1.
And now the shortstop, Carson Williams. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Rays held in check. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, J.J. Weatherholt. Clevenger looking for his first save of the year. And he's one of the few players in. So they turn to their closer, Brian Baker. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Fastball catches the corner at the knees. Weatherholt thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. 1-run game, bottom 9. And another ball.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
That's in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-2 now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jordan Walker digs in now. 1 for 3. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Around second, on his way to third. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with 1 down. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that's a foul ball.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Outside with a breaking ball. Catcher challenges, and this could be a big momentum swing. And it did miss the zone. The call stands. So they're now out of challenges. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. Up the middle, Lux to first, and there's 2 away. Pedro Pajes, the next to hit. That one's in there. Strike 1. The Redbirds, the winning run at third. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Check swing went around, and that's strike 2. Ball 1 there. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. Out towards right center field. Fraley moving under this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But a big turn of events here in the 9th as we are again all knotted up. We are tied 2-2. On to extra innings. And now the catcher for the Rays, Hunter Fiducia. Ground ball right side. Weatherholt throws to first in time. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And now the 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss.
Go ahead run on base. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. The Rays with the go-ahead run at third here in the top half of the 10th. And he lays down a bunt. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. In to score from third. And they've got the lead in extra innings.
Just a huge moment in this game, Boog. This is zero wiggle room for error on these plays. And to do it with the pressure of being late in this game, wow, that was really impressive.
First offering. Runner goes.
Ball 1.
Pitch is low. throw, save. That's a stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. O'Brien. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Base hit into center field, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's a 2-run lead in extra innings.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
that's it.
Pitch inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Man on second, 2 down. Check swing, but he went too far. And now it's even 1-1. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup. As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Swings through it for the K. They limit the damage here. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Rays 4 and the Cardinals 2. On to the bottom of the 10th. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Right through there for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the speed. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Designated hitter, Alex Burleson.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Late with the swing there. The Rays trying to close out a 2-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Lux throws to first in time. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining.
For the Cardinals,
Ivan Herrera getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. They're down to their final strike.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road, and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think